And welcome to Help Desk with Joe, show number 143. We're back for another session. And with us, as always, Justin.
Morning.
And Joe.
Morning, fellas.
Good morning. What a great morning here. Spencer, West Virginia at the Patch Turned Up Studio. And we're back for another week. And man, summer is quickly coming to a close.
It is fast and in a hurry.
If you're in Roane County, there's lots of good stuff going on. We got the open house at the middle school, the open house at the elementary school, Gary's open house out there as well in Walton. So if you got school-age kids, get to those open houses where you get all kinds of good information. We also have our climb to the top. Is that right?
Straight to the top.
Straight to the top.
Ooh.
Hill race.
Hill race. Yeah, this is a mountain goat race. So we got pretty cool shirts. I'm really proud of Bree and her work, and Justin, you help with it as well, designing our race t-shirts. They got some cool logos. We had the Sasquatch and the Loch Ness Monster, and now we're doing a Billy Goat.
Yeah, sprucing it up a little bit, going from
Yeah, a little
just
different.
instead of just a plain text, throwing in some cool little characters.
Yeah.
Nice.
We had the Sasquatch, like you said, out at Charles Fork Lake. A couple sightings out there, and
Yeah.
threw that on the shirt.
The Loch Ness Monster, we saw that in the creek by Joe's house.
We think that's what it was, yeah.
I'm gonna say he must have went downstream because there's not enough water in the creek right now to hide him.
But, interesting stuff. So lots of stuff to do here in the community. I know the library still has their summer programs going. If you got a younger child and you'd like to get into some reading, always good stuff happening at the library as well. And I don't know, man, just so much stuff happening right here around town here lately. So very, very proud of our community and all the stuff they offer for our kids.
Patch summer soccer finished up a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, summer soccer's over and we're gearing up for fall. I think we have our fall soccer. If you're interested in fall soccer, August 22nd is the parent meeting for that.
I was gonna say I think you had like what, a day, maybe 2 days where you actually breathe before you start jumping into fall stuff.
Yeah, it's daggone Denise. We weren't done with summer yet. She's like, hey, we need to talk about fall. I was like, ugh.
Can I not get a day?
Yeah, there is no days in between. That's the crazy part. So, but yeah, we're already on fall. We got, of course, we have the after-school program and grant over in Work County as well. So our Work County coordinator was in meeting with us last week, and we're getting Work County ready to go. And of course, Roane County is never ending. So we just roll through one program right into the next. But
Don't we forget to talk to you off air about Work County. I got an idea.
all right, great. And then, of course, all our computer needs tackled by A&M Digital Technologies. Joe, Nick, Cena taking care of us on that end. So busy work for you right now because we're getting ready and we need all our laptops updated and upgraded and ready to go. So, yeah, A&M Digital Technologies, keeping everything rolling behind the scenes here at Patch.
Yeah, we appreciate the giveaways, Joe. We got
Yeah.
a Wise Watch giveaway coming up next Friday at the race.
Thank
People love those.
People love those, yeah.
Yeah.
We appreciate that.
We're happy to do it.
Right.
Anything to promote health and make it a little entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah. We like entertainment. And you talk about health, by golly, the gardens in our high tunnels. Only at Gary with Darlene and Marilyn, they are just killing it with vegetables. And,
Yeah, Joe.
which is probably not the right wording to say killing it with vegetables, but you know what I'm saying.
If you're a pickle fan, we got plenty of pickles.
Oh my gosh, yeah. We're trying to figure out what to do with the massive amount of cucumbers we've been harvesting. And one of the boys, or Darlene, or somebody was like, hey, let's make some pickles that'll last forever.
There you go.
Done and done. So we've been making pickles like crazy. Sawyer and Chris have been helping Darlene and Marilyn, and they went on a pickle bender where they made, I don't know, 100 jars of pickles.
Oh wow.
Yeah, just the last couple of weeks. So.
Well, I know I've heard, you guys aren't the only ones I've heard talk about their gardens in the high tunnels going immaculate this summer.
Yeah. Well, Darlene, she was amazed because we renovated the high tunnel out at Gary and got it going, and everybody's always a little skeptical of hydroponics and how that works and how the plants will do. And Darlene's like, hey, we'll give it a try. But she'd never seen it or been involved with it, but she's like, I'll do it. And so she tackled that project out in Gary, and by golly, her tomatoes and cucumbers are up into the ceilings and bending around. It's a high ceiling high tunnel.
Oh, yeah.
At 15 feet high.
Yeah.
And she was like, I don't know, I've never seen plants grow like this. And just the way we do it, the science behind it is just amazing. So, and we're having the same success in our no-till garden and our high tunnels out Sunnybank. So the boys brought in, I don't know, 20 half-pound clamshell containers of tomatoes this morning, and more cucumbers, more squash, more zucchini, acorn squash, peppers. They brought in all kinds of stuff, and I think Darlene's supposed to bring in a bunch.
Oh wow!
She's working out at Gary with the school, of course, and they're having a kindergarten jump start in their open house, and she's going to do massive veggie salad work with that. So all the kindergarten students coming in get to tour the high tunnel and take home some veggies with them.
Nice.
So just incorporating it all over the place. It's crazy.
Yeah, I talked to the lady last week, and she said her beans was going so well in her high tunnel that she finally just dug them up. She's like, I'm done.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. So we're getting ready for round 2, actually. Kenny and Becky and Colton out at the farm were talking, and they were like, we think the cucumbers, they're growing so well that they got to be running out. And we have enough weather to do a second round of cucumber plants and tomato plants. So I don't know. It's interesting how much growing we're doing here. But anyway, all right. So enough about that. Let's talk about some technology stuff. And Joe, you got 3 good stories in the tip of the week for us this week.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about the first one, YouTube.
Yes. Do you guys appreciate or enjoy those annoying little suggested videos at the end of your YouTube video that pop up?
It depends. I do, like, I listen, I play mine here at work, and I'll play YouTube music.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I like that people put together kind of playlists, and so I can listen to the playlist, and then it recommends more afterwards.
Yeah.
I like it in that aspect, but that's about all I really mess with YouTube.
Well, YouTube, and this is shocking to me, but appreciative. YouTube is no longer going to offer suggested videos if you turn off your watch history feature.
Oh, really?
Yeah. YouTube announced this week that its newest update disables all of its video recommendations for users who have their watch history turned off, solving an arguably annoying problem for those who may not want to be bothered by the sea of suggested videos. YouTube viewers are used to having their home feed full of thumbnails since the video sharing platform shows recommendations based on their watch history settings. However, thanks to the latest update, users can turn off their watch history and experience a simpler homepage with less cluttered and chaotic. Instead, they'll just have a search bar on the left-hand guide menu with shortcuts to subscriptions, shorts, and library. The company added that users will see these changes over the next few months. So it's not immediate, but they're rolling it out.
I don't know that that's a huge impact. I mean, I never really paid attention to it, and it's always been there, so...
Well, I'm looking at it from a user privacy side, because then that's a sign that they're not tracking you as much because YouTube has gotten into some hot water over these suggested videos over the last little bit. I can't remember exactly how long. For example, if someone was searching videos for self-harm and then YouTube's algorithms got a hold of that, they would recommend more videos of a similar category.
I guess, but I mean, aren't you looking for videos in that category anyway when you go on YouTube?
Yeah, but when it's a negative impact like that, do you really want?
Yeah, I don't know. I keep thinking back into how I use it.
Right.
So I search, 70s rock.
Right.
Or
right.
Ramones or something like that. So the suggestions are always,
right.
Here's one I hadn't seen, or so I kind of like that aspect.
Right. Well, in that case, it's good, but
yeah.
Like if you're purposely looking for an eating disorder or self-harm or anything like that, do you really want YouTube shoveling more of that? See, that's where
I understand the moral dilemma of that.
Yeah.
I don't understand it if you're searching that's what you're going to get in your search. But,
right.
Yeah, I understand that it's dumping more on you.
Right.
And that could be a negative.
Right.
I don't know. To me, that surge is happening. So maybe they should throw some positive help for eating disorder your way.
Yes.
But I see what you're saying. Why pile on more negative?
Right.
But I don't know. That's I understand. I think it's good. There's no downside to what they're doing.
Right.
Let's put that way.
Right.
Giving people the option at least.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, for me personally, I would not turn it off because I've discovered a lot of channels by
that's
random algorithm stuff. So.
Right.
That's a great point because 2 days ago, so we're starting to talk a little bit about solar agriculture and regenerative agriculture for our farm stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I searched one video on growing with solar panels, and then it led to 5 other farmers that do this already in different parts of America that I wouldn't have found.
Yeah, I'm with you guys on this. I like the suggested videos because I have been able to go down some rabbit holes when I'm working on some stuff that, this video was good, but the one they suggested afterward was way better.
Yeah.
But being a kind of a privacy, self-proclaimed privacy advocate myself, I like the thought of if you want to turn that off, you can, instead of then shoving more content down your throat. If you want to just say, hey, I want to search this, that's it, move on.
Yeah.
There, YouTube saying, okay, we can do that.
Yeah. That's a good option. I don't think, like I say, I don't see it as a downside.
Right.
Because they're not really taking anything away from you unless you want it taken away.
Right.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need to search some weird random thing on YouTube once, or somebody else is looking up something that doesn't align with stuff you're interested in. So yeah, you don't want that stuff to get mixed in. And
Yeah,
start
I mean,
figuring
yeah.
I pulled up my YouTube just to kind of look and see what it was talking about. Hey, it recommended Caddyshack.
What's wrong with that?
That's what I'm saying. I'm happy with my search history
But-
thingy help.
Yeah. But on the flip side of the
Heck
coin,
yeah, I'll watch a little bit of I'll watch a clip of Caddyshack.
yeah. But on the flip side of the coin, Justin brings up an excellent point. If I'm looking up a video for a project that I'm working on, and I just need that one video. I don't want to see recommendations for the next 6 months for that one video I watched 6 months ago.
Yeah, that's true.
So I mean,
it could be good or bad.
yeah. But hats off to Google and YouTube for giving people the option of actually turning that noise off.
where do you go? Just go in the settings somewhere, and it's
Yeah, you just go to your settings, and then under watch history, you can actually just turn that off.
Okay, that's a great tip. I like it because people search in different ways and like to have their preferences available to them, and hey, that's another option.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Especially-
watch some Caddyshack, so excuse me for a minute.
Okay.
I don't even need the sound on. I can just watch the video and be like, heck yeah, Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah. Because what I'm thinking is, if I look up that project I'm working on at home and I screw it up, I don't need that constant reminder.
Yeah.
Hey, you know that project you screwed up? Yeah, here's more videos on how you
Yeah.
should have done it.
Yeah.
All right, you guys ready for the next story?
You betcha. Talk to us about Google.
Google's Messages app will now use RCS by default and encrypt group chats. So I know I threw a lot at you, Dave. I'm starting to see
Yeah, I was going to say. RC what chats?
RCS.
I don't even know what that means.
Rich
Let me-
communication services. Yeah,
There you go.
I've heard of it. I've heard of it.
Hold on, what is it?
Rich Communication Services.
Rich communications.
It allows you to send like larger pictures and stuff.
Yes. So
SMS,
SMS, yeah.
SMS. Yeah, that is just kind of limited.
Yeah, simple messaging
This
service.
is like an upgrade of it.
Yes. When text messaging first came out, it was under what they call the SMS or simple messaging service. Now, SMS has kind of reached its full capacity in what you can do. So this new protocol called Rich Communication Services is like version 2.0.
Okay.
So Google announced this week it's making its messages by Google app more secure with improvements to RCS, a protocol that's replacing SMS that is more on par with advanced features found in Apple's iMessage. The company says it will now make RCS the default for both new and existing messages app users. In addition, end-to-end encryption for group chats is now fully rolled out to all RCS users. So if you guys noticed in the last couple of weeks, our group chat, like you can actually see read receipts now, and
I can?
yeah, because I can show you on mine.
I can't.
Right, and your
Which one do I have? Which one am I supposed to have?
it should be Google Messages.
How do I know which one that is? Mine just says it's blue and has the little 3 dots.
Okay, no, you're not using Google Messages.
Why am I not doing that?
I don't know.
How do I
Okay.
switch it?
You download the Google Messages app in the App Store. Okay, so right here. Okay, so for example, right here, I sent a text to my cousin yesterday, and
Well, hold on. So
yes, the phone on the far right. Yeah.
it gave me that option when I got my new phone a year or so ago, and I didn't
Yeah.
know which one to pick, so I picked the one that would the right one. Okay.
So for example, this one I sent my cousin a text yesterday, and at the bottom there's 2 little check marks, and that means that he received it, and then the second check mark means he read it, and that means that it's using the RCS protocol, so it's actually encrypting the message between he and I. So if all 3 of us are using Google Messages, we can have our chats encrypted without likelihood of somebody snooping in it. Not that we're solving the world's problems in our group chat, but
So I switched mine. How do I know? Like, it doesn't have any check marks.
let me send you one right now.
Live on air test.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Here we go.
I don't even know where it's at.
Okay, I'm sending. Okay, just send as a regular text message and send as an MMS.
Why not?
Justin, are you using Google Messages?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, I got it. Test. Yeah, mine didn't show anything.
Yeah, I don't have any check marks.
Yeah, because it's sent as a regular
This app
text message.
stinks.
Well, it may take a little bit for it to file through. But, so the company says it now make RCS the default for both new and existing message apps users. In addition, end-to-end encryption for group chats is now fully rolled out to all RCS users. This opened as a beta this year after early test was not fully launched until now. With this update, all conversations between users in messages, whether one-on-one or group chats, will be kept private, Google says. The feature will now be enabled by default to all users unless they have previously turned off RCS in their settings. Users will continue to be able to opt out by switching RCS off in settings after the rollout as well, the help document indicates. With RCS enabled, users are now able to take advantage of more advanced messaging features like sharing high-resolution photos and videos, see typing indicators, get read receipts, and send messages over mobile data and Wi-Fi, rename, edit, and remove themselves from group chats, and use end-to-end encryption, a host of features iMessage users have had for years.
Ooh.
Is this the long-awaited win for Apple? Since
Yes.
they've had this for a while now?
Yes, yes.
Man.
Guys, the Bible said at the end of time you'd see things you never see before.
Here we are.
Here we are. Apple gets a win.
So I'm going to point to it's this one.
Yeah.
Looks like that.
Yeah, just look up Get Messages by Google.
Because I wasn't sure which was which, but now I've switched mine back over. Because I wasn't sure. I didn't know. When I got my phone, and you know how it pulls over the apps, and it asked me which one I wanted.
Right.
I don't know. I picked the three dots.
Right.
But anyway.
It does say, though, unfortunately, text messages between an iPhone and an Android are still lacking this encryption.
Yeah, because it has to go over the standard text messaging protocol because Apple is refusing to opt in this standard of RCS standard because Apple says we're so much better. And Tim Cook has gone on record when someone asked him, says, when's Apple going to support RCS? He said, we're not. He said, well, what if someone from Android needs to text a message on an iPhone? He goes, they need to buy an iPhone.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Who wants to go back 2 years in technological
I know.
advancement?
I mean, you get one win out of 1,000, and that's what you're gonna hang your hat on.
Yeah. Let's celebrate that. Get some of that, punk.
Yeah. That's like saying we got second place, but there's only two of you. But we're second.
Gosh. I don't even remember what the title. This is Google. Okay,
Yes.
we end up talking about iPhones.
Yeah.
I checked, and yeah, I mean, my RCS is turned on, but I don't ever notice mine, like anything to indicate that mine are covered by the RCS. I see other people's text come in and it says RCS on it, but I don't know if mine are. Because I've got issues with
Oh, you got issues, all right.
pictures coming through like super blurry and stuff, and it's always usually from getting one from an iPhone.
Yeah,
Somebody sending me a picture and it's just junk.
Because it's sending it over the SMS method.
Is it because our service here is rough?
No, the SMS or the standard messaging service, that's why it's so outdated is because
Right.
if you try to send a high resolution image, it has to compress it so much to be able to send it. That's
Yeah.
why it comes in blurry.
Okay.
That's why it's so outdated.
Well, would it be because the service is poor though? Where
No.
it doesn't matter?
Nope.
Okay.
No, it's just it's the
Well-
protocol.
So if someone had issues, like for me, for instance, like I switched to that one.
Mm-hmm.
How do I know the settings?
Where to find RCS?
Yeah, like is it turned on automatically or how's that work?
Should be. Let me see here.
Because that
So if you click, there we go. Okay, click at the top right corner where you see your user account.
the
Let me
little
see your-
circle.
Let me see your screen. Okay, go back one screen. Okay, You're under that other messages app. You're not under the Google messages.
No, that's good. That's right here.
Okay, open that. Okay, click your icon, the little circle there in the top right. Do you see a button that says RCS chats or messages settings?
It says your data and message settings.
Okay, click that.
RCHS chats.
Okay, click that.
It says connected.
Okay.
They're available for my number. Turn on in chats.
Okay.
Use Wi-Fi when available. Okay. Send read receipts. Let others know you read their messages. Show typing indicators. Okay. And now it says automatically resend as text, SMS, MMS, if message can't be sent.
Yeah, so if there's an issue with RCS not being able to
I'm
send,
gonna turn that on.
that's why I'm turning mine on as well. But it's just, it'll give you that warning, let you know that text messaging is non-encrypted compared to RCS chats.
Okay, so that's, and just so you know, folks, let me switch cameras again. This is the screen we're talking about. And go back one. So it's in settings. And then the very top one is RCS chats. Let me turn those on.
Yeah, so what makes it nice is, and since you just turned it on, Dave, it may take some time for it to file through.
It has on this screen, the settings part of it, it says send photos faster, resolution is reduced for faster sending. I wonder if that's what Justin's talking about, where
yes, yeah, it'll.
So I can turn that off and it'll send better photos.
Yes, if it's through RCS, yes.
Okay.
Now, if it ends up sending it as a regular text message, that won't matter.
It won't matter, but
right.
It's right.
Yeah, so what'll make it nice is once it processes on your end, like if one of us is texting, like you'll see these three little dots, like iPhone's been seeing for years, like okay, somebody is typing. Yeah.
So what we did was you go to your messages and your little Google icon right here in the corner, you tap that. There we go. And then the top one is message settings, so you go to the second one, tap that, and then it goes to there, and you go to RCS data chats. And that takes you to this screen, and here's all your settings that you want to look at.
Yeah.
All right, good call, Joe. Wait, that's nice.
That's a
I
bonus
like that
tip
you
of the
walked me
week.
through that. Yeah, I mean, walk us through that. That makes it nice for everybody to know. And then again, we're talking about the icon that looks like the little one, blue faded type bubble, chat bubble. I don't know what you call it. Anyway, whew, I just maxed out my technological knowledge and verbiage for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So don't expect any more out of me. I just hit my limit.
Yeah.
That's all I got. I've used it all up.
All right, so you guys ready for the next one?
Yeah. I can't remember what it is
since
because
Dave's
I've
tapping
used up
out.
all my knowledge. That's the only setting I'm touching on my phone for the next month.
So our last news.
Netflix.
Yeah, our last news story of the day involves Netflix.
This is one that I pay for. This is the only one that I pay for.
Well, Netflix, you know,
kids.
A while ago we was talking about Netflix was getting into the video gaming.
Yeah. Okay.
Then now they're doubling down on this on this idea. So Netflix games is coming to a television near you soon.
How do you play them?
Let me explain. So the company announced on Monday night released a Netflix game controller app in Apple's App Store, which will serve as a virtual controller for games streamed on your TV. A note at the bottom of the app said, quote, Netflix games on TV are in beta, end quote, and there are no games available for the TV yet. The release is the latest sign that Netflix's video game initiative, which has been around for a year and allows you to access games with your subscription plan, isn't just some experiment. At a time when so many streaming services are available, Netflix wants to give its customers more reasons to stick around.
I've never even seen a gaming part of Netflix. Not that I've looked.
Well, I think I pulled it up once when
I just
when
mean
it launched.
like on my own personal at home, so I don't know what's going on there. I mean, if I want games, I'm gonna go play Kale's video game.
Right, but so Netflix has released it, but they've been kind of quiet about it. So I'm anxious to see where this goes.
Right.
An app that turns your phone into a controller?
Yeah.
I'm not a big gamer, but it just seems like having an actual tactile real button would be better than
just trying to swipe on the screen. Yeah.
The button.
Well, where would you get the actual controller though for a real button though?
Right, that's the problem.
Well, maybe if you did your computer, Netflix on your computer.
Yes. Yeah. Now that would work. But
But if you had a regular TV at home, how do you play Netflix games now?
on your phone, you can play them on your phone or your tablet.
Okay.
And what's the communication between the phone and the TV?
See, that's where
But it's got to be like a
it must be something over Wi-Fi, like it's like
screen
you can
share or what they call it, mirroring.
Yeah. See that's where there's all these questions because Netflix has released the app as beta, but has just like here it is. Well, what's it do? Oh, I can't tell you. Well, what can we use it? Can't tell you.
Figure it out.
Yeah, what can you use it with? I can't tell you. It's like then why did you release it?
I wonder if they're doing the old Ready Player One. It's for you to figure out.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
There's Easter eggs. Go get them.
Or it's like, here we'll release this, and somebody figures out how to use it, maybe let us know.
Yeah. I bet it's a good old meeting where they're like, hey, let's just put this out there and they'll figure it out on their own, and we'll just turn and burn on this, and we don't have to put forth any more effort.
Yeah, why?
Bloody brilliant!
Look, if we just release and don't say anything, it'll market itself.
Yeah, that could be part of the appeal.
Yeah.
Turn the hordes loose and let them go sort this out.
Exactly.
Wonder how many millions they've invested in this whole gaming initiative.
I don't know. That's
I don't know a lot about how that industry works, but I imagine somebody somewhere was sitting around that's one of those computer people that have nothing to do in the evening, so they just go home and do more work. And they're like, hey, I think I can develop a game off this platform.
well, I think
Watch this.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is that they just kind of licensed through games that's already out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and just made it available onto their platform, which is fine. I mean, that's just smart marketing on their part. They just let us work on their end. They just got to cut a check every month.
Interesting. All right, Netflix. Well, at least they didn't jack up my prices.
Not yet.
I don't know. That's where I thought this story was going. I was going to be a little perturbed.
No, these are all actually feel-good stories.
I don't like Netflix that much.
Right.
I'm pretty much at my limit of what I'm willing to spend on Netflix.
No, I know that this comes as a shock, guys, but this week's episode is actually an upbeat episode.
I
it's a
know, I like
rarity.
it. Hey,
Yeah.
you know, even Apple got a little kudos.
Yeah.
I think that's the first kudos Apple's gotten for
Ages.
6 years.
Yeah. I'm going to say, I think we had a different man in the White House last time we talked about that.
Maybe two different men. I don't know. Dang on Apple.
I did hear a somewhat positive story on those AirTags, which have gotten a lot of bad press and flack. That in terms of if an airline loses your luggage, that can be pretty useful.
That's true.
If they're like, crap, we don't even know where your bag is, you're like,
I don't even know where you get those tags.
it's right here.
At the Apple Store.
Well, I don't go there, so problem solved.
Now, I have to admit, I did go into one a couple months ago, but like, I was like breaking out in hives. I felt my skin crawl. I felt my phone like
I
going,
just don't belong here.
I think I felt my phone like starting to answer to Siri, so I was like, I got to get out of here.
Send a text to somebody, help me. I got in, I can't figure my way out. These cats are trying to sell me something. I'm not buying.
Get the cult vibes a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is creepy in here.
So this is, you guys will never guess the last thing I watched on Netflix.
Nope, I don't think I will.
The American Gladiator documentary?
Didn't know there was one, but no.
Oh.
Seinfeld. I got bored last week sometime and just clicked on Netflix and Seinfeld popped up. I was like, by golly, I haven't seen Seinfeld forever. So I watched a couple episodes.
Did you start on episode 1?
Well, you got to start at the
I
beginning.
think so.
I'm going to say you got to start at the beginning.
Yeah, so I'm on episode like 2 or 3.
But yeah, Netflix has like an unauthorized documentary on American Gladiators and just how messed up it was backstage. Like, you know, they had all these people going through all these crazy activities.
Yeah.
Like they didn't have a medical crew on staff.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I kind of remember a little bit of
So I haven't watched it, but like the preview is like, oh yeah, it's on my watch list.
I just remember that tennis ball gun that would shoot them like
Yes.
200 miles an hour.
Yes.
I remember they'd get them up on like the little pyramid thing and grab them by the head and just throw them down.
Yeah.
You'd see them tumble down. Man.
Yeah.
Rough stuff out there. All right, anyway, well, you got a tip of the week for us.
Yes.
John. I like the tips of the week.
And this tip of the week could save you some money.
Sweet. I just dropped one Yahoo off at college, and the next one goes here in Sunday. So
we get to
is it
tell
a
it?
college tip?
Well,
We've got some money
no.
coming. We all signed up for that class action thing too.
Hey, there
right?
you go.
There you go. Well, there that.
Send money, have kids in college.
Yes, that's kids as in plural. They did have one, but now he has more than one in college now. So.
Well, one of our friends.
Oh, okay.
We went and dropped them off. So, anyway.
It's just a matter of time.
Like an adopted child. I still pay for him, kinda, so.
Right.
I bought him lunch when we dropped him off, so.
But you still can't write them off on your taxes.
I know. It's like, man, how do I remedy this situation? Helping out this kid and, 8675309.
There you go.
Put my name, hashtag help Dave.
Yeah, help Dave.
Help Dave's college fund.
Yeah.
For his adopted ones.
This week's tip of the week. Do you guys do any auto pay for like anything?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I love it.
Have you noticed within the last month or so, like your prices have gone up, like maybe $5, $10?
No.
Okay. Keep an eye on it.
Ooh. Mystery.
Yes.
Joe's brought us a mystery. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, my YouTube Premium, basically, I had signed up on it with an iPhone, and they let me know that the price was going to get jacked up on that, so I had to go cancel it
That's what you
and
get.
re-sign up on an Android, and that
Really?
fixed it.
Really?
That's what you get,
Mhm.
Apple user. Anyway, hold on. I thought you meant like I do auto pay for like my car payment, my house payment.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking like
That
your
could
cell
go
phone
up,
bill, your cell phone bill, like your cable bill, internet bill.
No, I do have my cable bill,
Okay.
internet cable.
Check into those. See if you have auto pay on those, and how and check into this. And here's what's going on.
Tell me more. I'm
I-
intrigued.
Because this actually applied to me. This is
Ooh, did you get
yes.
hit?
Yes.
Did you take on the law? The law one?
No, not this time.
All right.
I learned my
Attaboy.
lesson. So T-Mobile, AT&T, Spectrum, and more companies are making auto pay more expensive. And here's how to avoid it. What's going on is it's been not a very well kept secret for a long time that if you have a credit card processor, you get charged a transaction fee every time you use that.
Right.
Well, all these companies have had it up to here with paying these credit card fees. So now they're passing that on to you, in a way of charging you $5 to $10 more a month for using your credit card as auto pay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I did switch that over to my bank account just recently.
Okay, so
Online.
so there we go.
I'm on top of it.
Justin's on top of it. So
Well, hold on. What do you mean?
so
Like
if you
who would charge the fee? The credit card company?
no, like let's use T-Mobile as an example.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna look at my bills.
Okay, so T-Mobile sent me an email and says, hey, we're going to charge you an extra $5 a month starting next month if you don't change your auto pay over to your bank account. If you're going to use your credit card like you have been for years, we're going to start charging you $5 more a month to use your credit card to pay your bill.
Mm-hmm. It's an easy switch too. I did it in like 5 minutes.
Yes.
So that would be on my, like if I had my credit card, I'd see it on my credit card bill.
No. It would be it would just show up as a line item in your cell phone bill, your TV bill.
Okay.
Like now, unless you looked at your credit card bill, like if you looked at your June credit card bill and let's say your bill was $50, and then you looked at your July credit card bill and that same line item was $55, that's where you
Right,
would
but that's
see.
what I mean. So like if it's auto billed to my credit card,
Right,
then I look at my credit card bill to see if it has changed
Right.
on that particular line.
right.
Okay.
Or log into your
Account. Yeah.
account and make sure it doesn't say anything about there's going to be a price increase. That'd be the best way to do it, I think.
Yeah.
And
And a lot of companies aren't hiding it. I mean, they're making it well aware.
Well, like, I'm looking at my gas bill for Mountain Air Gas,
Okay. Well. Okay. So.
but I don't know because they don't break it down. It just says you owe this amount.
Right.
So
Well-
I don't know about that one.
You're an AT&T customer, right?
Yep.
Do you have auto pay set up with them?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a good one to check.
yeah, I'm pretty sure they are
Why don't you
increasing.
pick a easier one that I can check? Come on, man.
Well, because AT&T customers can keep half their auto pay discount starting October 2nd. Customers paying by credit card will get $5 off instead of $10, changing their payment method to a debit or bank account to continue with the total discount.
What's tricky is both gas. I'm looking at my power bill now. Both gas and power don't break down the costs. They just say, here's your bill.
Yeah.
But
Well, with them being a utility, you may be
yeah, I'm just saying that those were the first two that popped up on my emails.
right.
So I was gonna look and see. I don't know if I can find my AT&T. Anyway, all right. So good tip, because now I'm curious about it. I'm gonna go back through my bills and see, but
Right.
can't do it right now on my phone.
Yeah, this just came up within the last month or so.
Oh, wow.
And it's actually just started gaining traction this week. So I mean, it's nothing that's been going on for a long time.
Yeah, and I don't understand some of this, and I don't know. This is a little bit of a sidebar, I guess. But you get charged a fee for doing automatic stuff, like automatic deposits or whatever.
Yeah.
Sometimes, which just baffles me.
Yeah.
How does it cost the bank more if I do it automatically with no people involved? Versus if I went to like the teller and cashed a check or put a check in or whatever,
Yeah.
no fee, which causes them to have more labor for the tellers and stuff.
Right.
But if I do it automatically, there's like a $2 charge.
Yeah, which makes absolutely no sense, because if you're doing it electronically, it's got to be done electronically at some point, whether you're the one doing it
Or
or
the
somebody,
teller,
or
yeah.
the teller sitting there typing it on the computer.
Well, see, and I see this, like I got tickets to a soccer game, and they're like, here's a $2 charge for doing this online. I'm like, well, you dirty dogs. I'm going to show up at the tickets desk and cause you to put a person in charge.
Well, okay, so see, in that case and point, that might be that credit card transaction fee that they're covering
Passing
up.
on,
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes me mad.
Yeah.
Because I see that and I'm like, daggone it. There's no effort on their end.
Right.
Somebody
Yeah.
wrote the code once and bam.
Yeah, they got to pay an IT guy though to come in every once in a while and
Yeah, but that's part of their
keep
business.
things up to.
I mean, that's like saying I'm going to charge you because I make bread and the flour guy has to deliver and he charges me.
Yeah.
It's part of your business.
Yeah.
The whole point.
Yeah.
And the less I use human interaction, the less I should be charged.
Right.
Making it easy.
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah.
My soapbox for the day.
We're like one tip of the week away from David, like being the grouchy old stay off my yard guy.
I don't know. It's just the whole logic and common sense of some of this stuff is.
He's one
baffling to me.
he's one away from back in my day.
I don't know. Back in my day, we didn't have all these surcharges. You just paid your money and you got your deal. That's just how it was.
Yeah, I hear you.
And what's bad is Justin and I, we're still young enough, but we're just starting to get that age. Like, he's on to something here.
Well, they really. Well, I feel like there's all these little schemes to nickel and dime you.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
$2 here, $2 there. But the way I see it is, if they hit a million people for $2, that's a $2 million.
Yeah. That's $2 million for doing nothing.
Yeah. So I don't like that aspect of it. It's not the fact that I'm trying to weasel out of paying a bill or trying to get people to charge me less. It's just all these little fees add up, and I just think somebody's behind the big machine saying we can get 2 million more in
Yeah.
our profit line if we just sneak in this little charge.
Well, it's like there was a comedian, Tim Wilson. He told a joke. He said, banks are bad about doing that. He said you call them to get to find out how much money you got in the bank, and they charge you $3. So how much money I got in the bank? $300. Well, $297.
Yeah.
How much? $294. So if I ask another 98 times, I have no more money.
Yeah. At least he's dealing with a person. Though.
Yeah.
I can see he's taking that person's time. You want to take my time? Because go to a machine and check it.
Yeah.
Don't have to cost labor. I don't know. It bothers me. You're right, Joe. I'm getting old and chintzy. Gosh. And I don't even feel like I'm a tightwad. It doesn't make sense.
Right, yeah.
And I think people are just too busy in their lives to even worry about it.
Well, and I think that's part
Too
of
much.
it is
they get away with it.
yeah, they get away with it.
I've seen the opposite too. The Charleston, whatever they are, the Dirty Birds went to a game down there, and if you got your ticket ahead of time online, you save money versus the booth.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Speaking of the Dirty Birds, explain this to me, gentlemen.
Okay.
I'm going to another game this weekend now at the Dirty Birds, so I'm starting to sound like Dave. I'm complaining, but I'm still just doing it anyway. So you walk in the ballpark. There are signs everywhere. Cashless transactions only, no cash.
Yeah.
Tap to pay, credit card, whatever.
Yeah.
But when Wheeler Bob walks around, hey, I got 5 hats left, $5 a piece or whatever. He only takes cash.
They don't trust him with one of those little machines.
Yeah, but still, you got signs that absolutely no cash under no circumstances, but then Wheeler Bob's over there. Sorry, cash only.
Yeah.
I'm going,
You see that a lot now. And I kind of understand.
well, it's just like, you're kind of contradicting yourself.
Yeah. But it's weird though. Like we travel a lot for soccer this summer, and there's a ton of no cash at restaurants now. But I think I looked at it and I was like, by golly, you don't have to have anybody run the register. There's no cash, and nobody's gonna steal anything.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't have to worry about your register being off. And that's a big deal to like a restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
Or anything like that deals in cash. If $10 is missing or $20, then it's a big deal.
Right.
Go cashless, you eliminate a lot of problems. And you don't have to have some knucklehead sitting there trying to count out money
Right.
and get change back or anything. It's just a tap and go.
But I just thought, like,
But yeah, I see what you're saying. That is a huge.
yeah, it's
I
like,
want my hat, but I want it cashless. Come on, Wheeler Bob.
yeah, you're telling me no cash, but now you're telling me
Yeah.
you only take cash.
I didn't even bring cash.
Yeah.
'Cause I know the policy.
Yeah. I follow this policy, now can't buy a hat.
Yeah.
What's your PayPal, Bob?
Yeah.
Send it to you that way.
Anybody got a Venmo? I need to make an exchange. Who's got a fiver? Kid needs a hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. Gosh, you need to make a sign next game. Be like, got no cash, need hat.
Yeah.
My dad's old school. He always has his cash on him, and we were out in Washington grabbing some ice cream, and it was a cashless spot.
Mhm.
He was ready to pay and everything, and I'm like, Dad, it's not gonna work. And
Yeah,
I had to come in with the technology.
nice.
He's like, what? Like he was a little like, what the heck? Yeah.
I understand.
No
'cause
cash.
Here's what I know: if you pay with a credit card, you're willing to spend more. That's just how
Yes.
it is. It's a marketing deal.
Yeah, so
And
that's
it makes
the,
you feel like you're not throwing away tons of cash, but if you drag out a 20 by golly, you know you're spending that 20.
guilty.
Yeah, I'm the same way. So I always carry cash because I'm like, I won't break a 20 if it's something frivolous.
Yeah.
You know, or whatever. But if I have like 5 and some ones, yeah, I'm more willing to buy.
Yeah.
But if it comes out of the credit card, I'm stingy. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, no, not doing it.
Yep.
So I see how it is.
Yep.
Because by golly, on the credit card, $22. Might as well throw something else in there.
Yeah, while I'm here, yeah.
So, gosh.
They got us, boys, they got us.
Oh yeah, they got everybody. Everybody's just like,
Yeah.
yeah, not worried about it. Yeah, it's $2. Doesn't matter if it's $2 12 times a month.
Right.
Anyway, so not look. I will say this. This is the reason it has me so upset. Sunday I got to take Kale to college, and we're gonna move him in and then go to Walmart.
Ooh.
I know. Last year that was a whole deal. I was like, I think you got what you need. He's like, well, all right, let's go to Walmart and let's go to Kroger's and get you some snacks. So this year I'm going in with my eyes open.
You know, I may just make a trip to Marietta so we can just camp out in front of the Marietta College and just watch you and Kel go in there and hear this debacle. Just watch the show.
This is year 2. We got it down pat now.
But you're complaining that you're dreading the trip to Walmart. So no, you didn't. You haven't.
Well,
got
I
it down
mean,
pat.
yeah. I'm not happy about the trip. That's for sure. Because I know what's going to happen. It's one of those deals where he's like, I'm not sure what I need yet for my room, but once I get there, I'll see it, and then I will know.
Yeah.
And then you walk in for like he likes to put like the LED stick lights around his room, so
Yeah.
it looks cool, and but he'll see 5 other things. That would be cool, Dad. Hey, check this out. Look how cool this would be. Yep.
That would be cool, but it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
I know, that's where we were last year. Like, yeah, that is cool. That's not you though. You get 1 strip of LEDs, that's it.
Yeah.
And he plugs in like half the LEDs are burned out.
Yeah, it's funny stuff. Kids are going to school.
Yep.
So it's that time of the year, man.
Yes,
It's
it
almost
is.
next month. Everybody's going to college. School starts back up. So hey, while we're talking about it, school starting back up. Get to those open houses. There's
Yes.
a lot of good stuff happens there. A lot of good information. The teachers and the administration at the schools put a ton of work into that, so that your child can be acclimated for their next grade and coming to school. So we got our school system. I know Lori Cottrell over here at the elementary school putting in a ton of work.
Oh,
Matt
yes.
Caldwell at the middle school is putting in a ton of work. Out of Gary, Laura Tanner's putting in a ton of work. Miss Hunt out at Walton putting in a ton of work. in the high school. We got Mr. Evelyn out there, so yeah, let's go. Let's get ready for the school year, folks.
Yeah,
Open
thank you.
houses galore. Get to those open houses. Get all your information. Talk with your teachers for your child and administrators.
It'll be here before you know it.
Yeah, gosh, right around the turn. All right, anything else we need to talk about?
I believe I covered it.
All right, you covered YouTube, Google, and
Netflix.
Netflix, along with a great tip of the week. So try to save yourself some sneaky fees.
Yes.
And get on the Google SMS app unless you're an iPhone user, and oh well, sorry about your luck. But if anybody wants to get a hold of you, Joe, I know last week you talked about college tips. If anybody wants to get a hold of you and talk about any of the college tips or anything you went over today, how do they get a hold of you?
You give us a call at our office at 304-927-3588. Check out our website at amdigitaltech.com and follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram at AM Digital Tech. And be sure to subscribe to the podcast Help Desk with Joe and Dave. We're on all the major platforms, and all of our episodes are hosted by Spotify Podcasts.
Nice. And that number, Justin?
927-3588.
There we go.
All right, there you go. A&M Digital Technologies powering all the stuff here at Patch behind the scenes. And remember, shop local, folks. We got a lot of good shops downtown and around our community here. A&M Digital Technologies is one of the main ones, and Joe and Cena with A&M and Nick sponsoring Wise Watch for the Race to the Top.
That's right.
There we go, I got it right. Race to the Top race this Friday evening. So come out, run up the Civil War Hill, sponsored by Family Healthcare and A&M Digital Technologies. So got a pretty cool shirt coming out with a mountain, a billy goat. Yep, Bree's been working hard on it. It's,
Yep.
Mountain State Graphics there making our shirts and awards. So another exciting race for you.
Which they do phenomenal work over
Oh
there.
yeah, they've been really good here. We've upped the whole creativity, I guess is how to say that. Maybe I don't know. What do you think, Justin?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Increase the
Make it
uniqueness of the shirts and awards.
A little more fun,
Yeah.
creative, yeah.
So anyway,
Actually, I need to stop over there. They just finished up some shirts for me.
nice.
Yes.
It says
I'm excited.
support Joe
Yeah. Yeah.
and Joe's fund.
Yes. While I'm in there, I'm gonna see.
675-309.
I'm gonna say while I'm in there, I'm gonna see if I can get some hashtag Help Dave shirts made.
Yeah, help Dave's and it's college fund.
Yeah.
Gosh. Anyway, all right. Oh, yeah. I tell you what, this is something I'll talk about real quick.
Okay.
Did run across Lakin Hoddle, who Lakin was one of our really good Typhoon members, our Take It From Us members back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's been out of school maybe 12, 13 years now. But one of our superstars here with Patch ran into her this past weekend. And
Really?
Doing wonderful, yep. Great young lady and just very successful, which we knew. She came in our group as a superstar group. But Lakin was one of those that lives out of state now, but did run into her, doing really good. So anyway, wanted to throw that out there. Our past Take It From Us members and Patch people out in the world doing great things. So
Yeah, good to hear.
yeah, awesome. All right, anyway, we'll be back next week. Many thanks to Joe and Justin and A&M Digital Technologies for sponsoring everything. If you have any questions or need any information, get a hold of us. Feel free to call Nick at A&M Digital Technologies. He'll answer any of your questions. And
Or Joe, 24/7.
Yeah,
Yeah.
call Joe 24/7. It doesn't matter. I'm just thinking Nick will tell you the weather. He
Yeah.
tell you traffic patterns downtown Spencer. You just call Nick for anything.
I'm gonna say, guys, you're.
He'll give you the number to La Finca, and you can call and put your order in.
Yes. I'm gonna say, with that 24 hours, that's another discussion for another day, preferably off air, because
I was thinking Nick's
that
gonna-
crossed a huge line last week, and I had to mince words with a.
It was only 4:30 when I called. I thought you'd be up.
Come on, Joe.
I had a late night. I needed some time.
Yeah, it was Saturday night at 4:30 in the morning.
How do I use my Uber? I'm lost, Joe.
I've locked myself out of my phone. Help me. I'll you phone me, sir. I don't know.
Joe, you're set up as my emergency contact.
Who can help you, sir? Call Joe. Joe, help me.
Yep.
How funny would that be? That would be a Seinfeld episode.
Yeah.
Who is Joe and how's he gonna help? It doesn't matter. He's my IT guy. Call him.
You just call me.
He'll know what to do. The flux capacitor's out. Call Joe.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right. We'll be back next week. Everybody have a great week and weekend. Oh, boy. You guys.